Yo guys, Coach Theo here on Common Sense. Very much a spontaneous video out on my balcony here because I just realized that it's been a trend on YouTube and social media lately about the question, is being fat a choice or not? Seeing how this channel is already enjoying a boost from the algorithm, and I am a coach that coaches fat loss among other things, I figured I should jump on the opportunity to weigh in on the topic. So we're going to get deeper into it, but let's first answer the yes or no question. Is being fat a choice? And I'm going to tell you that yes, it is in fact a choice. And I say that because there's no one that literally physically couldn't lose weight. If I now lost my leg in some kind of accident, I could choose my mindset about it, if I'm going to be a victim about it my entire life, or if I'm going to, take accountability and be like, okay, this happened to me, it wasn't my fault, let's do the best of it. Let's, in my case, since I'm a fitness guy, let's get even more jacked and strong in my upper body, and the one leg I have left, let's make it really freaking jacked. But I literally couldn't just choose to be two-legged again. However, if I'm fat, due to reasons that we could be understandable, that we're going to get into, it's still something I could overcome at some point. If someone locked me in a room and I'm fat, I would inevitably lose weight. So it might be a choice that's very difficult for some people, but it still is a choice. That something is very, very difficult and troublesome. Difficult does not equal impossible, all right? So on this channel, I have tons and tons of videos on fat loss, both from the more like, psychological mindset approach, and also like actual direct weight loss approaches, just tips, advice, routines, and such. But you will see me have very different approaches. Sometimes you'll see me in this kind of ranty mode, like, yeah, it's totally a choice, you deserve being fat because of your poor choices, it's all to you, you fatty, But you'll also hear me sometimes, like in this video, I have a much calmer approach. And that is, well, it's influenced by my mood and what I'm sort of reacting to, what triggered me to have the idea for the video that I have. And I do talk to myself this way too. Because look, guys, this is a universe of duality. Everything exists on a spectrum. Some people that are stuck in a victim mentality, they need that. They need to be called out that, look, it's not like, oh, my metabolism, oh, my childhood trauma, blah, blah. No, in the end, all those things, yes, but also, yeah, you are choosing this. What I'll say is that getting fat, getting overweight isn't necessarily always a choice, but at a certain point, just being overweight is definitely a choice. Then you have the other end of the spectrum. There are people that already beat themselves up so much. There's, I'm such a loser, I can't do anything, blah, blah. That kind of person, they kind of need to hear that, look, life is difficult. Eating has been your kind of out. And we all have our struggles and the things we cope with. And with you, it's been the eating and the weight. However, it isn't good for you. Let's change that out of love, because you deserve better than this. And look, this is how I, as a coach myself. Sometimes I need to, for me, at this point especially, weight is not an issue, but for different things, sometimes I need to call myself out, like, Theo, you're being a little pussy now, you're being, playing the victim. You can do better with this. It isn't this person's fault or the circumstances' fault, or even if it is, now it's time to stop whining, it's time to get down to business and take responsibility. But at other times I had to remind myself too that, look, Theo, you've been going through a really freaking difficult time and you have been doing well. You can give yourself a little break now, then we'll get back to business, So you see, I guess I'm just talking because, people will have different approaches. It is like coal, snake diet, that a lot of people that follow this channel too. I realize I'm very dark now, but let's change that. Okay, can we change that? So, but Cole, he has a, hey, fatty, and he rants about it, and he's very aggressive. And look, some people really, really need that. That's great. Some people really need that slap in the face, that wake-up call. However, it's not going to be for everyone. It just isn't. What I will tell you though is that a guy like Cole he definitely cares. He's not ranting because he hates fat people. So no one has spent more free time just trying to help people lose weight. Just because he presents it in an aggressive way doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. You will see how much he praises the people that goes through with it. I've also talked to the man and many times, and while he is kind of aggressive always, he is like that, there's a lot more nuance when it's not a YouTube video and you actually talk to the person. But I guess, just things that come to mind. I guess for the person that think that, it's actually difficult with some childhood trauma and that you don't need to say it in that way. Well, okay, maybe it doesn't work for you, but you should understand that just because you don't like hearing it that way, it doesn't mean that the person there is doing something. Okay, it's not your guy, and that's fine. And that's why I do the sort of good cop, bad cop routine. Even on the channel, I channel, double channel here, but my current mood and whatever made me think of what I'm thinking of and use that there, but I also use it on myself. Sometimes I need a slap in the face, sometimes I need a pat on the back. But let's talk a little bit about just the choice thing. And I said that, like, getting fat isn't necessarily always a choice, and I'll take two examples. Really eye-opening thing for me, actually. A girl that I know has like her views on health and fitness and how you should go about life is very much a positive one. She has always been eating healthy, working out, all these things, and being fit. And so she got an autoimmune disease that the medication she had to take for that really messed with her metabolism, and so she gains a lot of weight, not from just coping and starting to eat a bunch of crap, from not changing anything with the eating behaviors. And this disease also makes it so that she has a lot of joint pains and can't work out in the way she could before. And so can we say that it's a choice when someone didn't really consciously change their eating habits and all and just suddenly gain a bunch of weight because these medications screwed with their metabolism, and they are also things they could do to mitigate it, they are blocked from because of aches and pains in the body. Like, of course it's not impossible in that situation to then lose the weight, but it's kind of harsh to say to someone like that it was a choice. However, at a certain point, of course, if they just stay there, we're going to have to say, like, okay, it wasn't your fault that you got there, but now you're choosing to be there. And that's pretty much the story of this life, Many situations we end up in, they weren't our fault initially, but at a point, they're definitely our responsibility, and it's just we who can do something about it. But so another example I'll take with someone I think it's kind of unfair to say this. So imagine a kid being born to some fat-ass parents in the States, and look, both the environment the parents are going to create in the home and the examples they're setting, and just systemic issue in the States with your freaking food system over there. It is crazy. I'm not saying this from just stuff I've heard. I've been in the States several times. It's just crazy. I am troubled when I try to find good food here in Sweden, but I think we're among the ones that are most well off in like the Western countries. But still, everything is processed, everything is contaminated somehow, Then you come to the States and it's just crazy. Like the portion sizes, the just standards for food, and like anything you look at, any like crap food that's crappy here, look at the same thing in the US and the ingredient list is like 3 times as long. Even more crap. You really, like, they're really screwing with you over there. But so this kid, born to these overweight parents in the States, it's kind of harsh to tell the kid that you chose to be fat as you grew up. However, as an adult, when he realizes these things, he can either play the victim and just keep being fat, or he can actually take responsibility and start taking actions towards losing this weight, okay? So in conclusion, being fat is a choice. Becoming fat wasn't necessarily, it's a little harsh to say, but look, it is empowering in the end. you know, it's just empowering to ego that wants to feel like nothing is my fault and I'm good. It's actually other stuff's fault and I'm doing well, and so and there's nothing I can do about it because it's convenient too. But really, what benefits you the most is saying that, you know, it is actually, I've chosen this. Wow. Okay, I gave myself some understanding for how I ended up here. But man, I should really do a smarter choice because I discerned that would be better for me. Responsibility is liberating. It's freedom, guys. So, yeah, well, you can know that too. That tomorrow I have a video coming out about actually the secret to fast and easy weight loss. There really is such a secret. So I think you'll be quite amazed to hear that. But you know that, guys, I have compassion always for overweight people. I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's okay that you are that way, though. It isn't, and not out of hate, condescend, nothing like that. I just think better. I think you're better than that, and that you deserve better, and I know you can do it because it is physically impossible to not be able to lose weight. Everyone can lose weight, varying degrees of difficulty for different people, but everyone can do it. So yes, like and comment, tell me, is it a choice or not? What do you think? I'd be happy to know. I do holistic bodybuilding coaching, and that includes fat loss coaching. So you can send me a DM on Instagram or email me. I'll tell you about my different programs, and you can become a member of the channel. Support me on Patreon. I'd appreciate that a lot. And please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, stoicism, mental health, philosophy, spirituality, mindset. It is a mindset, guys. Do better choices. Peace.